Yo, what's up my fragments? It is I, Sinis-sama, bringing you guys with trauma in this new episode of the Pokégraph Kings. And in this week's episode, we are up against the Carolina Charmeleons, whose coach is NextGen. Now, this is week 11 as you already know, and the theme for this week is Taste the Rainbow. Basically what we do is, we have color themed teams. Now, as you can see, surprisingly, we both ended up picking blue. Well, actually, the original battle... Well, we actually had a battle before, which was a 2-0 loss to me. But the issue was that his team did not follow the requirements. So we had to have a rematch with his different team. And, well, let's just say a couple of things ended up changing in this battle. So anyways, without further ado, let's get right into the battle. Now, let's play it. Alright. So now I lead off with Festival the Chimecho, and he's surprisingly leading off with his Gyarados. Honestly, I thought that I'd just be able to eat any hit from, well, not eat any hit in general, but I thought I'd be able to take at least one hit from a Gyarados, which surprisingly I was able to take a crunch. I went into Toxicroak, taking the crunch and basically trying to threaten him into thinking that I had dry skin, but in actuality I had what do you call it again, poison touch, I think. But sadly it didn't work out the way I wanted it to, because he had Earthquake on his Gyarados and he got the Moxie boost, but in the end I tried to scare him away with the Thunderous T, which worked out successfully. Now honestly I was expecting him to bring out the Quagsire as I predicted, because he probably expected me to use an electric type move. So I used Dark Pulse. And I was just fishing for the flinches right here. Honestly, I Watson has a lot of special attack, so I could just sit here, dish out a lot of attacks as much as I want to. Now I knew that he wouldn't be able to do that much damage to Watson anyway, so I just kept on giving my barrage of attacks. Because, well, I had Healing Wish on my Chimecho, which sadly in this battle I won't be able to show that off. But anyways, either way, let's just get right back into Craniados, which takes a hit, using it off as it didn't really take a hit. I just wanted to use it as sack, like as a fodder, so that I could go out into Stereo and use Focus Blast. Surprisingly it hit. Now I was actually expecting him to go out to Houndoom, expecting a Flamethrower, but that didn't happen. And well, in this case I ended up using Flamethrower, which as you can see didn't do that much damage to Altaria, which I'd prefer to call trash. I hate Altaria. Now his Moonblast barely did anything to me, so sit here, use a Boom Burst, and well, I'm pretty sure at this point I switched. Yep, I did. Expecting him to continue to use Moonblast, which in this case, like I said, he did not. Surprisingly, he just wanted to use Tailwind to, boost his team speed. But Juan, the Suicune, will not stand for this. He will stay strong and defend the honor of the Salem Sableyes. But he hits off a Scald. It did a decent amount of damage, I'd say, but no burns. Second hit, I get a crit, still no burns. That's the sad part. But of course, Juan will pull through. He will pull through, because over here he gets a Scald and a burn, which ends up fainting the Altaria, I believe. Nope, leaving it on 2 HP. But at this point, I could have set up another Calm Mind and then just let him kill himself. Honestly, he could have roosted and used Tailwind, but he didn't decide to do that. But at this point, the only thing he had going for him right now was speed. And while he uses Thunder Punch, but it is really not gonna help him in the long run, because my Thunderous T has Volt Absorb, meaning that when he uses his next Thunder Punch right here, I get health, and that means that Watson can live a little bit longer, meaning that I could dish out one more attack, which in this case, as you can see, was a Volt Switch, because I kind of wanted that 4-0 victory, you know. So I go out into Juan, who I know will most definitely take at least one hit from this what do you call it again, Houndoom, because it has a decent special defense. It's 115, and I'm pretty sure I had max HP I believe. So I was pretty sure I'd be able to take a hit from that. And he got the poison from the sludge bomb, but I used the rest and basically got that health back up. Luckily, I got a sleep tuck and a burn. It's called. Did a lot of damage and ended up burning and fainting the Metagross. Now he uses Dragon Dance, but obviously after the sleep tuck, I surprisingly ended up getting the Calm Mind in this situation, and well, it's really helpful because now next turn when I wake up, the Skull is gonna do a decent amount of damage, and those lost chances of burn from earlier come back for this part in the battle, where I just end up obliterating the rest of his team with my Juan, the Suicune. Now, as you can see, this ends up just being a slaughter for Suicune, just scalding everything. And I'm pretty sure that ends up being the end of the battle. Yep, it does. Alright, as you can see, Suicune pulls through, gets a crap ton of kills. And I'm pretty sure this puts Suicune really high on the kills list for the PDK right now. But anyways, other than that, thanks for watching. We got a 4-0 victory. Remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And keep calm as Succumb to Sableye. Goodbye.